Hey there, podcasters. This is Source Schilling, and we have another episode of Devoted Way Coaching Podcast. Gosh, I don't even know the name anymore. I'm so excited about something else and already future tripping about what I'm talking about that I can't even remember the name of the darn podcast. Anyway, that's me being in real form. And no, I'm not going to stop the recording and do it again. So you get to have the rare form of Sora like this. So welcome. Could already tell, right? My excitement and my energy level these days. So I'm here because to be upfront and honest, you have to join LUSH. You just do. You have to join LUSH Business Mastermind right now, as soon as possible, before the year ends. And the reason being is number one, there's so much fucking good things happening inside of that space that just gives me pure life. And secondly, because the price is going up in 2025. And so if you're like me and you love a good deal, then I'm telling you that right now is the time to enter into LUSH before we increase the price. Now, if you need to wait until next year, please do you. I'm not here to pressure you in that way, though I really do think you should do it right now because it is so incredible. And the investment you're going to make, whether it is right now or next year, is going to be incredibly valuable and it will help support your business. So I am here today to talk a little bit about LUSH, to tell you exactly what are the components inside of LUSH, and get ready because I have this vision of how I'm going to continue during the podcast episodes, as well as on social, to help support you in ensuring that your business is thriving, that you have a LUSH business, that you're making money every single day, that you're feeling really inspired, and that your success is based on the legacy that you are leaving with the body of work that you are not constantly creating, but constantly allowing other people to honor and witness and be in the transformative experience with your body of work. So just this past week or last week, I held a devoted circle training. And I love devoted circle training, but I have to say I nailed it this time. You know, when you do something and you feel really, really good, you're not second guessing yourself. Oh, that was last devoted circle training. And so if it's been a little while since you entered into DCT or you have never entered into devoted circle training, it's only $5. It's 3 days. And the next one is January 13th, 14th, and 15th from the hours of 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern New York time. The website isn't live yet with the new registration form, but it will be in about 2 weeks' time. So just go ahead and put a little note in your calendar for January 13th, 14th, 15th. It is so, so good. After that, just yesterday, I held a webinar. And this is a new webinar class that I created. And again, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I freaking nailed it. Like, I feel like I am on this path because I told everyone, right? It's even on my Instagram that I am in my audaciously abundant fucking auntie era. And everything I do is to continuously travel and see my such cute nephew and to have life experiences with my family and my nephew. And so I think that's what's creating the passion and this deep desire to continue to serve and be out there and nail things. Because it's then, I just feel so liberating. I say this because that's what I notice happens with our LUSH members. Now, it's not all the time we nail it. It's not all the time we feel that amazing about us being really clear and concise and precise and in our magic and our medicine. But that's the journey. The journey we take is we trial and error, we refine, we test things. And then there's this moment where everything comes together and then you land it and it's round and full and rich. And we celebrate all those moments, including those moments where you're like, shit, it worked. I can't even say it doesn't work anymore. Who am I now when I don't have that reality in me that tells me it's not going to work, it's not going to work? Because now I have living proof that it actually works, right? And this is one of those times for me. So if you can just take a moment to celebrate with me, that would be amazing. And we already have now luminaries entering in the past, let's say 72 hours. And so I'm really excited about that. And so therefore, know that there's a new webinar coming. I beta tested it. The folks who entered in didn't know it was a beta. They didn't know that it was the first time I was hosting this webinar, probably. We had about 198 registered. We had an amazing amount of people enter in. I think it was like 54 people enter in. That conversion rate is pretty darn amazing. And so now that I know it works, oh, don't worry. We're going to put that webinar out over and over again. I'm going to show up live. I'm going to support you all. It has incredible, valuable content in it. And so I'm really excited to support you in creating consistent income. And so that's what the webinar is about. So more information about that will come to you again soon once I get ready to have that ready and open for your registration. And that webinar is completely free. Okay, so with that being said, let's talk about LUSH and why you should enter in right now, this very moment. There's no reason why you can't scroll, watch, listen, and click on the link. So I'm going to share with you some love notes from my fellow luminaries and fellow clients who've worked with me as their business coach, because I am that. I'm a spiritual mentor and entrepreneur. I am a energy coach, trainer, but I'm a kick-ass fucking amazing business strategist, and I help people make money. And so I want to make sure that I feel really comfortable saying that, and you get comfortable in knowing that there's that aspect of me. And so let's go ahead and go through a little bit about what people have said. Okay. So, and as I do, I'd love for you to drop in to notice if that person resonates with you. And it helps you be able to situate yourself and orient yourself as to where you are and where you want to go. And notice if I might be the coach that might be able to help you in 2025, right? For you to have that lush business. Okay. So, for example, we have a dear client of mine who I had worked with for years. And Megan had already a six-figure business and she was already doing really well in her business. And there's been ups and downs like all of us. And welcome to entrepreneurship. And she has done many different launches. She knows the process, all of that. But after a while, it became really hard. It became really overwhelming. And for many of us, there becomes this space in us with a lowercase t trauma around it because it didn't feel life-giving anymore. It felt really life-depleting. And so she had this new vision and she had this clear place of where she wanted to go. And so with my help, I encouraged her to not build it all out, to co-create with her fellow community members who were already in and invested and loving her, paying for her services, and wanting this next evolution of her service. And so she opened up a membership and she beta tested it. And so what she did and what she said in her own words is her beta version in her membership generated $4,000 and secured clients on 6-month plans, which brought in for her stability and confidence. And more importantly, she's now excited about future launches. She's completely reframed her understanding and ability to show up for her launches. And now she's open to endless creative possibilities. She also was nominated for an award for her program, her membership, and in her coaching. So I'm really excited for her. We have another client of mine that I absolutely love, Leona, and she speaks about how I supported her with internal shifts around money manifestation and abundance. And so she released her fears around money and launching. And so for the past 3 years, she's sold out her coaching one-on-one services, as well as every single year her masterminds. And she's projected to double her income in 2025 as an energy coach and business mentor. Okay. And then we have Non, who's a luminary right now, and she speaks about how I supported her in really understanding her unique gifts and medicine, and that it transformed her understanding around her healing cycle. And she created a framework, a methodology that is extraordinary. And she refined her coaching skills and her methodology, and she's embraced her medicine, and she successfully launched her website. And so she's now has a very clear marketing and social media strategy. She's out there in the world being visible. And she talks about how LUSH is the mastermind that is a space for growth, not only in your business, but also in your soul. Okay. All right, I've got a couple more. So remember, situate yourself in knowing where you are with this. So next up is Deborah. Deborah talks about how I provide this massive amount of knowledge-based understanding around business, and that she absolutely adores every single person inside of Lush. That's not only me and my support, but it's the acknowledgement that there are other people that she loves and she's get supports from and she can support as well, because it's so good to give and to receive inside of this mastermind. And so the excitement of each call sustains me and makes me want to get things done. It's magic. So if you feel like you are struggling with even getting certain things done, inside of our space, we understand that there's an ebb and flow. And there are going to be moments where you need to pause, you need to reflect, you need to digest. Other times you need to dream and envision. And other times you're getting shit done. And so we get to really honor that. She says that deciding to invest in Lush was the best decision I've made in my business and for myself in a very long time. Okay. And then we have Raquel, who speaks about her most easeful launch. And so, with the guidance of myself and her fellow community members, she welcomed, now just wait here, okay? She welcomed in 4 members into her writing membership, booked 2 clients in her Akashic record reading, booked 2 more for her writing support and coaching, and even sold out her low ticket product. Now, besides that, she also created all that. Right. So not only did she bring in all those people, she also created these things inside of that container. And so for the first time, she had paying clients almost every month. There was this energetic financial exchange that feels aligned. And so if you're feeling this call to build a business that you've been dreaming of, and you are taking the steps required, then Lush is the perfect space to make that happen. There's also Adrienne. Adrienne is a therapist. And she specifically primarily works on attachment styles and theory. And so she speaks about how she struggled with her signature course and figuring out the pathway for her clients to get there. And so with my guidance, she discovered her unique voice, her design strategy. She understood and learned that coming and showing up each time for co-working and business mentorship meant that she was given all the different feedback and strategies and action steps to take herself into creating her first low cost, tiny offer, creating this most amazing class that we all enjoyed that was entered into that tiny offer. And now she knows everything she needs to create the experience for her one-on-one clients. And she has the framework of her methodology, but also her ecosystem to create that passive revenue income stream. Okay. Or that reoccurring income stream. All right. And then let's also talk lastly about Daryl. Daryl writes that before joining Lush, she spent 5 years in chaos trying to uncover her why and unique contributions as a coach. And I loved working with her. I worked with her and then she came to Peru as well. And so she said that she made little progress despite the significant amount of investment she had within those 5 years. And in less than 2 months of working with me, she experienced radical shifts and gained crystal clear clarity with her unique offerings. So much so that she sells out her circles every month and has a wait list. But literally, the event space can't hold more people. She's also writing her book, touring around the country, and she says that the supportive community and Sora's transformation methods have been truly valuable or invaluable, making this journey worth every moment and investment. And so I share this to celebrate my clients. I love them. I can go on forever. I can talk about every single luminary and what they're doing right now and how much I love them and respect them. I just recently had a mapping session with a brand new luminary who's entered the space. And she is a holistic nutrition dietitian. And so she works in conjunction with doctors and physicians to work on GI stuff. And she has a vision for her practice. And we're talking about how to weave in the spiritual components with what she knows about wellness, diet, and gut health. And I'm just so excited for her. By the end of the call, she was beaming with an understanding as to where she wants to go with this. I love every single luminary in this space. And so I would love to support you with wherever you are, with whatever service-based experience you want to provide your community. And also if you feel that there's a disjointed aspect of you doing these different things and filling these different roles, and you want to kind of merge it all together to create this unified understanding around your business so that you're making impact without being too much caught up in how much time it's taking doing all the things, right? And so I'm here to support you. Now, little side note and tip for all of you for 2025, and I will do a podcast about this. Today, I was going to do a little video for my luminaries inside of LUSH as well around what we're going to work on in January 2025. But a little tip for now and a little precursor to what we'll be doing next month is I would love for you to consider that if you spent even now into the first quarter of next year, right, into January, February, March, and you focused wholeheartedly every single day in supporting your clients, the ones that you currently have, right? Or take a moment in the next 3 months and continuously call in new clients if you don't have them. But if you have clients, I'd like for you to double down your energy on them, not only about bringing in new clients, because the more you spend on the clients you have, energetically, you will call in the other ones too. So for those of you that have clients, spend more time focused on them, witnessing, believing, and speaking to them about what kind of impact they are already making. Okay. And be really clear about what they have done. What are they doing? So therefore, if, for example, you're working with your one-on-one client around gut health, right? Let's say, and they've now taken these 3 steps. And from there, they now see these results. I want you to make sure you're celebrating them and being really clear about exactly what shifts have been made. By understanding those results, you have a better understanding about what you can share outwardly around the results that are being created. And more importantly, you start recognizing you're fucking amazing and you can build your confidence. Okay. So if you are a writing coach, I want you to take a moment to realize and be very clear about what are your clients writing about? What specifically has been their growth? What is their vision and what are the steps they've taken? What are the things that have created the results based on being in your space? The reason being is because when you do that, you're building your own confident muscle, right? I can stand here, or I'm sitting right now. So I can sit here and say, I'm a fucking amazing business coach. And these are the reasons why. This is specifically what's been happening. And I've reached out to past clients and they've shared with me their money situations, the growth that they've had in their business, tangible results. And I am just eating it up. I'm so in love with what they're sharing, right? And now I have created this exorbitant amplification of about my own confidence. And I'm so excited to share about them and what they've been doing and how incredible they are. It's not about me even being proud about them because it's not about me. I'm just in awe at them and what they've been able to do, right? What they have said yes to entering in based on the investment they made for themselves and their business. And so these are the different practices, the different shift in mindset that we work on inside of LUSH. And so I hope that you can do that. Take that as a little tip to get yourself really sorted and really honoring your clients, noticing the results that they're having, being more confident in yourself, selling more, gathering your investment, and coming into LUSH so that you can do more of that. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's inside of LUSH. What do you get? And then I'm going to close out so that you can go ahead and click and make your payment, come in at the 2024 price and get us going here. Okay. All right. So you get a couple of trainings. I call it trainings. I don't call it a course because you go in and you get to pick what trainings you want to do based on where you are on your business. The best part is that as part of your bonus, you get a mapping session with me in the beginning. So we get to understand where you're starting so that we can create a little bit of a map so that we understand the pathway you need to take just for the next even 6 weeks. So you know what you want to work on inside of LUSH. So the trainings you get is number 1, you get the medicine magic training. This is focused on you honoring, understanding your medicine and having all of us help you understand your medicine. In this, what happens is often there's a little bit of you connecting with your luminaries to share what you do, right? You get to have like a session with your luminaries. And it's amazing because they give you feedback. They tell you exactly what it is that you do so beautifully. And then right there, you begin to understand who you are, how you serve, and also what kind of offer you want to create. We also have a training called Methodology Alchemy. So this is you building out your framework. Your healing framework or methodology is going to support you in the longevity of the growth of your business. Okay. Then we talk about archetype transformation. That's a training where you get to really honor the different healing archetypes that might support you in your business. That way you can create fun things like a lead generation free quiz or other things to help support you in your business. There's also the sovereign selling training, which will help you let go of the ick and bring in the sovereign, excited nature of selling, 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 just like I am here. I am literally selling and saying, join Lush right now. I am not hiding that. Okay. We're also going to go through a training called LUSH Ecosystem. LUSH Ecosystem helps you understand the dishes that will create a sustainable business for you. And so this is going to help nurture your clients or potential clients to go on a journey and pay for your services. So they're leading from one thing into another. It is fabulous. So those are the trainings that you get. In addition, right now, you get a bonus training that's leading luminous circles and retreats. So everything you need to know about holding a retreat in person, locally, or abroad. So all of those trainings are there for you at the time that you and your business knows it's there. And you get 12 months of me and your luminaries. So you have enough time to go through all of this. So don't worry. What is the one-on-one connection you have with me? You will get an opportunity to have 4 60-minute business mentorship coaching calls. I've extended it to 4. Now, the way we do this is you're going to be a little bit in like pods. So what I mean by that is throughout the month, you'll get 4 business mentorship sessions. I'm going to invite you to go ahead and let us know which 2 you are going to ask support. The other 2 is for other people ask support, and you get to lean back and you get to witness. That way, every single person inside of LUSH will get an opportunity to receive support. Okay. And so you get to choose which one. You'll be like, this one, I'm asking a question. This one, I'm not. I'm here simply as a participant to get all the goodness and be inspired. You're also going to get 2 90-minute co-working sessions where I will pull you out, again, half and half. I'll pull you out and I will do laser coaching. This is intimate, just you and I. We will dive into whatever questions or support you need with you and your business. You also get constant support inside of our community. And so that's where you can ask things like, can you take a look at my sales page? What do you think about my graphics? I'm trying to name a new course. I want to do a tiny offer, but I'm really not sure what to do, right? You get to ask all the questions and you will receive support from all of your luminaries. They will provide you with feedback. No one holds back. They love you up and they give you their ideas and considerations. And then I do as well. Often I will do a full video with explanations and suggestions so that you can go ahead and be inspired, take what you feel is true, and then don't take the rest because you are your own sovereign business owner. Okay. So for now, I hope that gives you all the information. I said, go ahead and click on the link so that you know what the cost is. There's a 12-month installment that makes it really, really easeful for you and your nervous system. And if you have any questions, simply go ahead and direct message me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram.com/devotedway and go ahead and ask your questions. And I'll send you a little voice note giving you some ideas and suggestions around why LUSH may or may not be the place for you to be. And I'm always very discerning. I'm not going to force you into something that I don't believe is the thing for you. And so we get to have that conversation. So again, you have until the end of this month. You get until December 18th to get the bonuses. You get to the end of this month to be at the 2024 price. And then you get immediate access to everything, which means you can come on to the calls as soon as you join. And so I hope that gives you some information. Don't worry, I'm going to talk more about different tips to help support you in your blooming business. I'm going to be constantly talking about Lush, so you're going to get to know it really well in the new year. But for now, I just wanted to take this time to just invite you in and say, do it now. Why wait? If you have the inclination and you feel like, yes, you're ready for this, it's an incredible group of people that are entering in right now. I'm only entering in a couple more spots to be really mindful of the container. And so once that's hit, I'm going to close it out until next month. And so if you're on the fence, then I would say definitely go ahead and put yourself in because there truly is a limited spot left. And so there's only a handful of people that can enter in. All right. With that, I can't wait to see you for the next episode of the podcast. Reach out if there's something you want me to talk about. Make sure you put in the date for January 13th, 14th, 15th for our devoted circle training. Then 16th is the webinar. So if you want to just clear out your schedule for the week of 13th of January to join me so that you're freaking inspired, then go ahead and do so. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. I spoke very fast today. I didn't even have really coffee today. So that's how I am. All right. Enjoy, everyone. Bye for now.